Y'all, this is spin the block time. We are really about to spin the block. I don't know if y'all remember, but I had did this video a while back on Rod Blanchard and his family. And it's a lot of shenanigans. I think a lot of stuff that people don't even know, but this was someone that is close to the family that emailed this to me, and they ended up giving me more details after, but I can't really disclose them simply because it would probably out who they are. But I want you guys to watch this clip. Now, I also have a couple of other clips in here, and the last clip was after Gypsy came out of jail, but before the Nick Viles episode. So I was still kind of on the fence about her. You know, I knew what she did was wrong. I was like, yeah, this is wrong. It's messed up. It should have never happened. But you could see that I was kind of like partial in that video. And I think it'll be interesting for you guys to see. And also this doctor speaking about Gypsy, I feel like you guys need to see that too, because I also feel like that was kind of eye-opening for me. It also said a lot. I also want you guys to pay attention to Ryan speaking about Nicholas GODEJOHN, and knowing that Ryan is a teacher for children with special needs. Watching that and seeing how Gypsy has been and how he's known how she has been, it kind of makes you really look at him a little bit different, especially now because so much has happened, and you know that from the beginning he's never given her any responsibility, which I think is kind of odd considering what he does for a living. Like, the whole situation is kind of odd. But let me know what you guys think about this. Do you want to know the truth, or you want me to fabricate something? Because if you want the truth, stay. But if you don't, you might want to exit. So, a source told me that Rod's great-grandmother, she married Rod Sr.'s father. They divorced, and she married his brother. So Rod Sr. has a daddy uncle and an uncle daddy. It also explains why you don't hear much about his aunts and uncles. They are all siblings and cousins. The family tree is so intertwined that Rod Jr. doesn't want this on Lifetime. Y'all don't get the messenger. Okay? This was in the inbox. Y'all take this as you please. It's all alleged. But baby, y'all have a great day. Bye-bye for now.
It's a huge, I don't think that her chances of murdering again are particularly high. I think she may have some problems in her marriage. I would anticipate that her marriage is going to be a struggle because she got married when she was in prison and she doesn't really have a strong template for healthy relationships. I mean, it's a huge flag to me that she did get married in prison. This is someone who's always defined herself in relationship to someone else. That goes with the dependency. This is someone who cannot be alone. This is someone who needs others for validations. So in that sense, it doesn't surprise me that she's obsessed with finding a relationship in prison. She was engaged in 2019 to somebody named Ken, and he broke it off. Like, she cannot exist without being in a relationship. And that, you know, if nothing else, I would say to somebody like this, look, just step back a little bit. Take some time to be alone and figure out
he hit the nail on the head.
What you want with.
This was one of the things I had mentioned to you guys before. She's very codependent, and codependency is not good at all. You want to be whole when you get into a relationship. Otherwise, you leave yourself open to be a target. Because she has been used to being controlled, and pretty much that was her whole life. Coming out of prison and not being a whole person yet, because she hasn't gotten a chance to experience that, it leaves her up to being in the same predicament again. Although like I said, I don't know if I think she'd reoffend, but I would hope not. But I think had she had stayed single for some time and got to know herself and learn more about herself, things would be very different, and a lot of people wouldn't feel this way. But due to the nature of the situation, I think he is very accurate. She really needed time to learn herself. And I think that her husband, he seems like he has like anger issues. His reactions to things don't seem healthy to me at all. What are your thoughts? Rose spoke out after her 2-hour segment of her docuseries. I want you guys to see what she said. And I want you guys to really watch her face at the very end.
Get wrong that my mother was just an evil person, and then that's not the case. She suffered from mental illness, so I don't think that she was ever purposely trying to be mean or hurt me. I think it was maybe something that it was out of her control. It is called a disease for a reason. It is called mental illness for a reason. So I want to bring awareness to that.
I think one is, people call her the master manipulator. It wasn't that. It was the other way around in that relationship with her ex. It was the other way around. She was manipulated.
Now look, part of me is conflicted. I know that she is a manipulator, but she seems remorseful. I might be completely wrong. I'm very conflicted about this. But why did he feel the need to say that? Why? At this point, what was the point? It was not really on topic. I don't get it. That just didn't make sense. And he wants to prove that what? Because honestly, we the public don't really matter. I mean, although she's put her life out there, do we really matter? No. I wouldn't give a damn what y'all thought of me. I mean, we could all speculate and, get on TikTok and talk our stuff. But at the end of the day, if you know what it is and he knows what it is, why is it even a thing? I don't know. That was just weird to me. What are your thoughts? Okay, tell me your thoughts about that. It's so crazy to see that Ryan was like that then. But a whole year later, after she dogged him out, he's still like this? I don't know, yo. Like, that just is mind-boggling to me. But also, this, I want to say was like January 5th, so it's been a whole year. And that was like right after her documentary. I felt like things were really weird in that documentary, like so odd. But that Nick vows is what really made me say, yo, this is all a scam. Like, she's playing the hell out of everybody. But to see a whole year later, the media is still going for her as the victim is really troubling. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but for me, it's just, I feel like some days I sound like a broken record, but the reality is I really so badly want to get the truth out there. And the only way I know is to be consistent. And I feel like there's a lot of people that have changed their mind on her because a lot of content creators, not only myself, have been out there speaking the truth this whole time. But some days I just really wonder, are people really listening? Because how is it a whole year later and things are like this? How? How is this a whole year later and we're still seeing weird stuff happening? And the news is literally praising the fact that this girl had a baby. The girl that unalived her mom. Like, that's mind-boggling to me. At what point do we say it's okay? And at what point are we saying, like, nah, this is not okay for you to be this type of person? it's just giving weird. The whole thing is giving weird. And I don't know about y'all, but the whole stuff with Rod's family, child, when I found that out, I was like, this is deep. The internet's finna lose it over this. Like, oh, child. Because people started saying, like, nah, I think that family's inbreds. But then I also heard that some Cajuns, like, you're supposed to, like, keep it within the family. Like, it's supposed to be very strong. Like, it's part of the culture. So that kind of made some sense. But, I mean, it is kind of weird. You know, I'm from New York and I'm Jamaican and Cuban. Like, that is not our thing. But I get it kind of, sort of. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great night. I felt like we needed to spin a block, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Bye for now.